My name is Janet.
And my name is Marcus. And together we are
AfriRopa.
AfriRopa, yes.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
So today I want us to discuss midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis, okay. Yeah, well, I'm happy I'm beyond that.
I'm happy too that you are beyond that.
That's what I can say. That comes to my mind immediately.
Yes.
But yeah. So I know midlife crisis. That's a tough one. Yeah.
Yes, and
Okay.
I'm happy you are beyond it because ladies, women suffer
Women
so
suffer.
much because when it really affects the man badly.
That's what you think? Is it really more a male thing than it is a female thing?
I think so.
From your own experience?
From the local perspective.
From the
it
local
is-
perspective.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more male thing than women because you know these women, by the time you guys are being affected by the midlife crisis,
Okay.
ladies, we are busy with the upbringing of kids, babies that we have given birth to, and they are not babies anymore. but
Raising the kids.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are busy with them. Actually,
Running the household.
Yes.
So, but this is the more or less African perspective, where the man is the breadwinner, and the mom is staying at home mainly and taking care of the household chores and the kids and all that kind of stuff, social life, and that's what you're talking about. That perspective.
That perspective, and I also don't want to look at it like the lady must be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
The lady may also be working. By the way, like in Kenya here, I don't believe there are ladies that still stick at home, that they are raising babies.
Okay.
Stay-at-home moms.
Oh,
They usually are in businesses, be
Yeah.
it small businesses out there,
Yeah.
or be it employment, but life has become so hard such that
Yes.
the two have to bring something to
I
the
see.
table.
Okay, so the
But
kids
still-
are in school,
Yes.
just to set the scenery there. So what you're talking about is a family where the kids go to school,
Yes.
come home in the afternoon hours. Both are working, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, but still the majority of the household work is done
By the
by
lady of the house.
the lady of the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the scenery here, and I'm gonna talk about the local perspective.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I
don't
may
know how it is.
I may add something from the European perspective, but for now I'd love to hear your perspective on it. Yes.
Okay, so mine goes like this. This family is young, gets married, starts getting blessed with the kids.
Kids. Everything is happy.
It's happy.
Yeah.
The family is happy. And
Okay.
Then,
Yeah.
when the children are at the teen age.
Okay, so when it's getting stressful at home, the kids are unruly.
Unruly, yeah. The man feels like there's too much noise in the house.
Okay.
There's too much happening, and the man always want to step out and say, "I'm going to meet the boys."
He's going to, meaning he goes to the bar or what?
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay.
That's so
Yeah.
they say. They say they are going to
they
the
say,
bar.
okay, or they go and watch some sports event or something like this.
Exactly. I'm going to watch a game. Manchester United. You know,
Yes, okay.
There's a ball. There's a game.
Yeah, okay.
So they always step out. And you know, with the ladies, we don't step our men from, going out there and watching their games and all that.
So you don't refuse them to go and enjoy an evening, although the woman then stays at home and has to take care of the children all by herself.
That is like, if that is the case. But what I wanted to
So
say
if
is
I
that
was
we don't accompany.
if I was a woman under these circumstances, I would raise my hand and I would say it's time for me to have a midlife crisis now.
I've not even come to the midlife crisis.
Okay,
stage.
yeah, we are still setting the scene.
Yes, you
Yeah.
see. What I wanted to say is that our women don't tell their husbands, no, I'm coming to watch the game with you.
Okay, yeah.
We don't say that.
Alrighty, okay.
Very few people, very few
And
couples
and that would only be possible anyways if there was a nanny looking after the
if there
kids.
was a nanny,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And if you are also a fan of that football match, and it is not always about football. There are times that they say they are stepping out to go to the barber to cut their hair.
Okay.
Most of the times men will cut their hair 3 times in a week.
Well, that's a little bit...
Listen,
yeah,
they
okay.
will, in quotes, they'll say they are going to have the beard, the hair, the cut. And it's because they said this to the woman, to the wife, 3 days ago that they are going to the barber place. That the lady wonders, why is this hair being cut every 3 days in a week?
Yeah,
But they come home unshaved.
Okay, that's a little bit suspicious then.
Yes, and then he was, oh, why are you coming? I thought you said you are going to the barber shop.
Yeah.
And then he says there was no electricity. I went and got there and there was no electricity, so I decided to go and see my buddies somewhere and we had a drink.
Okay.
Do you continue fighting every day? You don't fight, so you take it as you are told.
Well, yeah, okay, but what's the story behind the story?
The story behind the story is that these excuses come about because of the midlife crisis. When it comes to men.
Midlife crisis can express itself in many different ways. Midlife crisis can also be that you want to, go to the gym and do some exercising, so because you feel that your body is getting weaker, and so you feel like you want to get your youth back. Yeah, so that's the core of the midlife crisis. That the guys want to get their youthfulness back.
Oh, that's the meaning of the word midlife crisis.
To my understanding, basically that's at the root of it. Yes, they just want to get back to what they think they have lost.
Is it the same with ladies when they want to go to the gym and get their figure back?
I guess yes. I would say so.
Yes.
Whatever it is, and you have sweet memories about your teenage years, and that's at the root of it. I do believe, and that's for men and women alike. Yeah, and that's at the heart of it. So people want to get their youth back, their teenage years back. So both ladies and men. So they remember how it was hanging out with some friends and doing nonsense. Yeah, for the men, that's what I can relate to. And for the girls, I don't know. What is for the girls the expression of youth?
We remember how it used to be before we got the many babies, and we had this waistline.
Yeah,
and a nice figure, and we want to go to the gym.
Yeah,
and do some workouts and look good.
Yeah, and I guess that's at the heart of the midlife crisis, and that's across the world the same.
Yes, but how does it now affect the families in this case? That's what I was coming to. Okay, good. Yeah. So how does it? It affects families badly in a negative way because most men get hooked out there by the ladies.
Oh. So meaning they want to find
mistresses?
A mistress.
Yes, and when the wives get to know or to suspect that this man is going out too frequently and must be seeing somebody out there, the ladies go to the gym and they want to look good because they think the men are deserting them because they have become fat.
So they want to be competitive.
Competitive and look good also, always trying to attract their men back to their lives. That is how ladies are. No woman wants to lose the father of her kids.
Understandably so. Yes.
So most of us ladies, I'm giving you the African perspective.
Yeah.
We want to go to the gym and get our figures back and look good, so that if my husband is drifting away because I've become too fat, I want to cut some weight.
Okay.
Some kilos
to try and be more attractive.
Yeah, so that whoever he's seeing out there.
But I think that goes. Yes, I can understand the motivation behind that. But I think that won't do it, because at the core of the issue really is that these men probably it's not about the figure the wife has, but it is more so that they are just being bored and unnerved from staying at home and listening to what the wife has to say, how difficult the day was with the kids, and the son brought back poor grades from school and whatnot, yeah, and they don't want to listen to that. So and instead they dream themselves into a life when they were young and free of any worries, and so carefree living, basically that's what they dream of at that moment in time. Mm-hmm. And the wife going to the gym doesn't really help in that sense.
No wonder it's called a crisis, isn't it?
It is a crisis, yeah. No, I just wanted to bring in the male perspective here, right?
And you brought it nice and clear. But that is the way we look at it as ladies. We feel like we have put on some kilos, and our men are drifting away from us because of that, and we want now to look good, and we call it a crisis. And it becomes a crisis because we try too hard. And who is left to suffer in this case?
Well, I mean, in the end, it is very destructive, of course. Yeah.
It is very destructive.
Yeah.
Because once I suspect that you're stepping out there, I'll be very unhappy.
Of course.
When you get to notice that I'm moody all the time, you drift all the more.
Yeah, and not only that, the mistress doesn't want to stay in her mistress state all the time either, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she will probably then put the knife on his chest and say, "You have to decide whom you really love."
Oh, yeah, the mother of my children.
And that's what you think, and but if the mistress was all too nice all the time and gave the man what the man wanted, meaning a carefree living, the man may feel tempted, if he's stupid enough, may feel tempted to say, "Yes, I want that carefree life with you." And once that the mistress has destroyed the family, she will grow into a role that the man didn't want in the first place for her.
So what happens to the family back home?
Well, the family is destroyed.
Oh my.
That is very sad. That is very sad.
It's very sad. No wonder it's called a crisis, because the grass is always green at the other side of the fence. By the time the man comes to realize that there is nothing good that he was going for, the family is already spoiled.
The family is already spoiled, and again, I think you can't really help that if the woman just loses a few kilograms around the waistline, that won't save the marriage.
That doesn't, by the way.
No,
it is what we think that it will.
Yeah, but
usually it doesn't.
Yeah.
Once somebody drifts away, it's very hard to bring them back until the after.
Yeah.
Until they come back after the midlife crisis, because they do come back. Then
they come back, but then it's already the damage is done.
It's already done.
And then so what can you do about it? I mean, even if you can't prevent it from evolving, but at some point in time you need to step in and you need to do something about it.
Yes.
So what are you doing? What can you do about it?
There is very little that you can do about it. When this crisis strikes, we just fall back to our God. We the ladies.
Okay.
Most of the times. And we are in church serving, we are in the women ministry, we are in this and that ministry. We usher in the church, and we try to occupy our minds.
But don't you think that this is probably drives the husband even further away? So the husband sees, "Oh, my wife now, she gets religious. We used to have fun together, and now she's going to the church and praying all evening long, and I don't know what's going on there." So that might not be helpful either.
And so what helps?
What helps?
Yeah.
From the man's perspective, I think from the man's perspective, what helps is that the man really needs to be reminded what he has built with his wife and what is his role. Yeah,
Yes.
he really needs to get reminded. Don't be stupid. Don't waste your family for this mistress or for that feeling that you can regain your youth because that's futile and that's just not gonna happen anyways. Yeah, time is moving on. You're getting older. That's just how nature goes. Of course, I mean, it's easy for me to say that because I'm beyond that point anyways, but if you're in the midst of the midlife crisis, you don't want to see it. So what they really need is some friends or family members remind him, what is his role and that he is about to lose everything and that he will regret it bitterly, deeply.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to be reminded, and probably, I mean, in the Western world, you do something like counseling. Then, couples counseling.
Yes.
There's people make a lot of money with that, but on an easier take, if the wife suspects that the husband has a mistress. She needs to be open about it. She needs to tell him, hey, listen, I know what's going on. Don't deny it. She may also say, yes, I am jealous. But I understand where you're coming from. I want to save our marriage. And I will do anything to save our marriage here and now. That would be a good start. And then the husband may need to be reminded by friends and family members what he is about to lose, and that he cannot treat his wife and family that way. He must not.
Yes, but sometimes this is all futile because once this hits men, once this problem hits a man, I don't know where their listening capacity goes to. Because they don't hear, and there's always life love out there is always very sweet. If you remember how it was when we fell in love, love is always very sweet.
Yes, of course.
So you can imagine love out there. And here in the house there's a lot of noise with the teenagers, and the mother getting.
It's not always nice.
It's not nice. So I want to make it. Can I tell you a Kikuyu saying?
Sure.
I am Kikuyu. And there is a saying that goes, Moka mukuru asokagiriro na maidori. That means the man will come back to the first wife in tears in his old age. Because there are those who never listened even when they were told by family and friends, like you have said. But this saying now, it comes in when it says, okay, the man will finally come back home. But he'll come back home wasted and old in tears to the wife. And the wife will receive that man.
I can see that. Yes,
that is actually what happens.
I can see that.
The children will grow, get jobs, and go. And you, the man, will keep your mistress and stay out there, waste your money, waste yourself with drinks and booze and all that. But one time, you'll still come back to your wife, but in tears. That is a saying in my tribe. Okay. It doesn't mean that it affects other tribes.
That is, of course, that is a likely outcome of it. I agree.
Yes,
it's a depressing outcome, though.
It is a depressing outcome because the marriage already got spoiled.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe we can just bring this to a happy ending altogether.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
So I wanted to go back, to let's say family counseling. Not through a psychologist or anything like this, but by friends and family.
Yes.
So what I want to say here, really, the rationality goes out of the window if you fall in love with some mistress or something like this. Yeah. But still, I believe, it's not necessarily need to come to that point all the time. Yeah. So the husband need to remind himself, basically all the time, when he gets tempted, and of course he will get tempted. That's to be expected in a way. Yeah. He needs to remind himself, okay, hey, what I'm doing is not right, and what am I putting at stake here? Yeah, and his friends also, they see what's happening there, and they should not look away, and they say, hey man, don't do that, don't be stupid, you will regret it. Yeah, just hang out with us, and that's fine, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Oh.
You can watch the game, yeah.
Who tells
but we
you
will
these
remind
things?
you. We will remind you if you get tempted by some girl or something like this. We will remind you that you don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. So it starts very early here. So that's what I want to say. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to remind yourself in due time, before it is too late. Yeah. Before you fall into that trap. That's the best advice, really, I can give here at that point in time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But I also want to mention about bad company in this case.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That the company
yes,
you are moving with,
yeah. If
it
you
may
have
be doing the
careless
same
friends,
thing you are doing.
yeah. If you have careless friends, they don't care. Yeah?
They are like you.
They're like you, and you should stay away from these people. Definitely, yes, yeah. So don't do that. Yeah. Yeah.
So the topic is very wide, and this is a topic that people should comment about.
Yeah.
And,
Please leave your comments, and maybe we do another one on the same or related topic.
Yes.
Leave your comments, your own experiences with that. It is sometimes a bitter feeling, but still we would like to hear the happy ending stories too.
Yeah.
And with this we say goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Okay.
Bye.